Hi, good evening to one and all. This is the Venu, contract lecturer in Mechanical Engineering Department from GMR Polytechnic College, Outnoor. Now, we are going to see regarding the grinding, the principle of grinding, the purpose of grinding, advantages and applications, abrasives and the types. So, our chapter is on grinding and the gear making. This is our chapter. Now, we are going to see clearly regarding this one. So, how the sharp is, how knife is sharpened. How the knife is sharpened. How the knife is sharpened? That is with the help of a grinding wheel. With the help of a grinder. How the scissors are sharpened. How chisels are sharpened. How axe are sharpened. For this four, the answer is an grinding machine, the grinding wheel, which we will do by either the help of the hand or by the machine. So, quality working surface cannot be produced by the usual machining. By this, the quality surface cannot be produced. Good surface finish can be obtained by the grinding. The help of the grinding will obtain a good surface finish. The art of grinding goes back many centuries, over 5,000 years ago, by Egyptians. See. So, this art of grinding goes back many centuries, over 5,000 years ago, by Egyptians only. Now, we will see clearly regarding the grinding. Clearly regarding the grinding. A process of removing metal in small quantities by using an abrasive mill. That is nothing but it is the removal of an small amount of excess material in a small quantity, that is with the help of an abrasive wheel. Grinding wheel may be regarded as a multi-point cutting tool. So, the grinding wheel, it is also called as a multi-point cutting tool, and we will see regarding the what is the multi-point cutting tool and the single point cutting tool. For the example of a single point cutting tool is a scriber. Example for multi-point cutting tool is a drilling tool, drill bit, bore bit, milling tool, and the grinding. So, these are the examples of a single point cutting tool and also the multi-point cutting tool. A grinding wheel is composed of an abrasive grains. What the grinding wheel is consists of? It consists of an abrasive grains. Now, we will see the working principle of a grinding. In grinding process, the workpiece is brought into contact with a revolving grinding wheel. What we will do in grinding process, the workpiece which is to be machined, it should be brought into contact with a revolving grinding wheel. Each abrasive acts as an individual cutting tool. So, each abrasive will act as an individual cutting tool. So, this grinding tool that is made with the help of an powder metallurgy. That is with abrasive particles. Thus, removes the metal in the form of an small chips. After some time, the grains become dull phase. So, during the continuous operation, the grains, this will become a dull phase. So, the dull grain breaks away and exposing a new cutting edge to the workpiece due to pressure and heat between the wheel and the workpiece. I repeat, the dull grain breaks away and exposing a new cutting edge to workpiece due to pressure and heat created between the wheel and the workpiece. So, abrasive grains. This you can see clearly in the figure. I am making a zoom So this is the abrasive grains. So the cutting action of an abrasive grains. See the figure, cutting action of an abrasive grain. With the grinding wheel, workpiece traverse, active grains. So what we will do? The grinding wheel is an rotating one or the revolving one. The workpiece should get fed onto the grinding wheel. By slowly feeding, what will happen? The excess material will get removed. That is due to the active grains. See, this is an grinding figure, animation of the grinding process. What is happening there? A table. On the table you are seeing a blue color one, that is nothing but a workpiece. So the grinding wheel, that is getting revolving around its own axis. So due to the feeding of an workpiece onto the grinding wheel, the excess material will get removed, that is in the small quantity. So during this process, you will get a small sparks. You will get a small sparks. So the purpose of a grinding. The purpose of grinding, to bring the component to the closer size. To bring the component to the close size, to obtain required finished surface, to machine very hard surfaces. I repeat, to bring the component to the close size, to obtain required surface finish, to machine very hard surfaces. These are the purpose of grinding. Advantages of grinding. The surface finish obtained is a superior. So with the help of the grinding, we will get the superior surface finish. One of the most dimensionally accurate machining process. So this is the one of the most dimensionally accurate machining process. Dimensionally accurate machining process. Hardened components can be machined. What are the hardened components? With the help of an high carbon steels, glass, like that, those are called as an hardened components. Those can be machined. So grinding permits to machine light and delicate parts due to require little pressure. So with the help of an grinding, grinding permits to machine light and delicate parts due to require little pressure. Only with the help of a little pressure, we can machining the light and delicate parts. We can machine the light and delicate parts. Surface unevenness can be eliminated. Surface unevenness can be eliminated. What is the meaning of a surface unevenness? If the surface is in the wavy position, or in the upright position, or in the zigzag position, that may be eliminated. That means completely removed. Various kind of works can be grinded. Here in the grinding process, various kinds of works that can be grinded. Designed geometrical configuration can be achieved. Designed geometrical configuration can be achieved. It moves little material of order 0.25 to 0.50 mm. Disadvantages. work surface gets overheated. So while performing a grinding machine, the work surface will get overheated. Wheel where results duplicate parts do not have the same dimensions. Wheel where results duplicate parts do not have the same dimensions. Grinding is not suitable for heavy metal removing. That means the grinding is only suitable for the light metal removing purpose only. It is not suitable for the heavy metal removing. Disadvantages of grinding the continuation. For some complicated parts, grinding needs attention. For some complicated parts, the grinding needs attention. Complicated in the sense it may be the delicate parts. So without having some proper attention, the part may get breaks. That's why we should keep some attention on the delicate parts. Achieving true parallelism requires skill. If you want to achieve a good output or the good parallelism, there is a need of an skilled worker, or we require a skill. Achieving concentricity needs attention. Achieving concentricity needs attention. So in the figure you can see a grinding. That is an portable grinding machine. The help of an portable grinding machine, the particular person is making a grinding operation. So the yellow color, there is nothing but an sparks which are emitting from the grinding operation. We have to wear a helmet and the gloves, that is for our safety. Applications. All cast components require grinding. All cast components, that is the metal which is made up of an cast iron. All cast iron components, they require a grinding. Welded components require grinding. Welding is nothing but a joining of a two particles, that is the help of an electrode by applying the heat or the pressure, that is called as an welding. So those welded components require grinding. Crankcases and the forged components. Crankcase and the forged components. What is the forged components? In the first year workshop technology, we will see the forging. In the forging, you won't see the cutting. Only by applying the heat and the pressure, we will shape or we will turn the projects into the required shape. That is called as a forging. So that may be also called as the output of the forging is called as a forged components. Next, continuation. Now we will see regarding the abrasives. We will see regarding the abrasives. An abrasive is a small or non-metallic hard material having the sharp edge and an irregular shape. What is called an abrasive? The abrasive is nothing but is a small non-metallic hard material having a sharp edge and an irregular shape. That means the abrasive material will not consist of a regular shape. It will have the irregular shape. The abrasive must have the following characteristics. They are: must be greater than the material being ground, must be harder than material being ground, must be strong to withstand a grinding pressure, must be strong to withstand a grinding pressure, must be heat resistance. That means while the grinding operation takes place, it will result in the heat, that is due to the friction, that is due to the mating of the grinding wheel and the workpiece. Must be capable to break when cutting edge is dull. It must be capable to break when the cutting edge is dull. So, abrasives. These are the different abrasives which you can see on the screen very clearly. Abrasives, it may be the circular, rectangular, square. You are seeing a different types of an abrasives here. Now, the classification and the types of an abrasives. Abrasives, those are classified into two types: natural abrasive and the artificial abrasive. So, in the artificial abrasives, example is an silicate carbide SiC, aluminum oxide Al2O3. Coming to the point of a natural abrasive, example sandstone emery, corundum and the diamond. These are the types of an abrasives. Natural abrasives. Now we are going to see regarding the natural abrasive. Sandstone is relatively soft and cannot be used for grinding hard material. The sandstone is nothing but a natural abrasive which is a relative soft and cannot be used for grinding hard materials. That means it is used for only soft materials. Emery and corundum are natural aluminum oxide. Emery and the corundum, these are the natural aluminum oxides, having greater hardness and better abrasive action. Diamond is hardest natural abrasive but limited usage due to the high cost. So, the diamond is the hardest natural abrasive but limited usage due to the high cost. We can see the diamond in the jewelry purpose, and in some sets you will see the ads, you will see some diamonds. Those are very cost. And there is one thing, the diamond should cut with the help of a diamond only. Why? Because that is a very hardest material and it is also be a high cost. So, sandstone or solid quartz. Sandstone or solid quartz is one of the natural abrasive stones from which the grinding stones are shaped. Sandstone or solid quartz is one of the natural abrasive stones from which grinding stones are shaped. The quartz of cutting agent is relatively soft, so that the material harder than the quartz can be abraded, grounded rapidly. I repeat, the quartz of cutting agent is relatively soft, so that the material harder than the quartz can be abraded, grounded rapidly. Emery. This emery paper we will see outside. So, for the finishing of an rods and for cleaning for the doors, like that purpose we will use the emery paper. So, it is a natural aluminum oxide. Emery paper is nothing but a natural aluminum oxide. It contains 55 to 65% alumina and remaining consists of iron oxide and other impurities. What it contains? It contains 55 to 65% alumina and remaining consists of iron oxide and other impurities. Corundum. So this is called as an corundum, which is in the reddish color. The simple example is a beetroot shape. It is also a natural aluminum oxide. It contains 75 to 95% of aluminum oxide and remaining consists of impurities. It contains 75 to 95% of aluminum oxide and remaining consists of an impurities. So corundum abrasives. I am making a zoom such that you can see clearly on the screen. These all are nothing but a corundum abrasives. Corundum abrasives. Diamond. It is the best natural abrasive. Diamond is the best of the best. That is the best natural abrasive. Diamonds of less than gem quality are gashed to produce abrasive skin for making grinding wheels to grind cemented carbides, glass, marbles, and garnets. So the diamonds of less than gem quality are gashed to produce, are used to produce abrasive skins for making grinding wheels to grind cemented carbides and the glass, marbles, and granites. So these all are the diamond abrasives. These are the different abrasive materials. Artificial abrasives. Silicon carbide is harder but not tougher. Silicon carbide is harder but not tougher. There is but brittle. Used for grinding materials of low strength such as iron, brass, and the bronze. Artificial abrasive, that is used for grinding materials of low strength such as iron, brass, and the bronze. Aluminum oxide is tough and not easily fractured. The aluminum oxide is tough and not easily fractured. It is used for grinding high tensile strength materials such as steel and malleable cast iron. So these artificial abrasives are used for grinding high tensile strength materials such as the steel and the malleable cast iron. Silicon carbide. It is manufactured from 56 parts of silica and 34 parts of powdered coke, 2 parts of salt, and 12 parts of sawdust. I repeat, it is manufactured from 56 parts of silica and 34 parts of powdered coke, 2 parts of salt, and 12 parts of sawdust. It is used for cemented carbide, ceramic, grey cast iron, and the brass. This is manufactured under the trade names of carborundum, crystolane, carbolone, electrolone, etc. I repeat, this is manufactured under the trade names of carborundum, crystolane, carbolane, electrolone, etc. Silicon carbide crystal. You can see clearly on the screen, this is nothing but a silicon carbide crystal. Now, aluminium oxide. I am making a zoom so that you can see clearly the aluminium oxide. It is manufactured by heating mineral bauxite a hydrated aluminium oxide, clay mixed with a ground coke and iron in a arc type electric furnace. I repeat, it is manufactured by heating a mineral bauxite, a hydrated aluminium oxide, clay mixed with ground coke and iron in a arc type electric furnace. Aluminium oxide. It is better adapted to grinding materials of high tensile strength such as high-speed steels, tough bronzes, etc. Aluminium oxide is better adapted to grinding materials of high tensile strength such as high-speed steels, tough bronze, etc. This is manufactured under the trade names of alloxide, aluminium, borolone, electrite, etc. This is manufactured under the trade names of alloxide, aluminium, borolone, electrite, etc. So, aluminium oxide grinding wheel. Normally, we will see this type of grinding wheel for the grinding machines. This is the grinding wheel. Comparison of SiC and Al2O3. Abrasive material for silicon carbide. It is discovered in the year 1891. Hardness knob 2200 to 2800. Properties and the uses. Used for brass, bronze, aluminium, stainless steel and the cast iron. Coming to the point of an Al2O3, discovered in the year of 1893. Hardness knob 1600 to 2100. Soft and tough, then SiC, used on steel, malleable cast iron and tough bronzes. I repeat it once again. Abrasive materials SiC, it is discovered in the year of 1891. 2200 to 2800, it is an hardness knob used for brass, bronze, aluminium, stainless steel and the cast iron. Al2O3, discovered in the year of 1893. 1600 to 2100 hardness knob, and the properties and uses are soft and tough, then SiC, used on steel, malleable cast iron and tough bronzes. So, I am taking some of the videos from the YouTube. That is for your understanding purpose only. The main sources have an YouTube. We are going to see the video which I have downloaded from the YouTube.
Classification of abrasives. An abrasive is a substance that is used for grinding and polishing operations. Abrasive may be classified in two principal groups under as natural and artificial. Let us see few natural abrasives. Sandstone, aluminum oxide, corundum, raw diamond, silicon carbide is one of the artificial abrasive. Introduction to grinding. Before grinding, abrasive wheel, workpiece. Grinding is a metal cutting operation performed by means of a rotating abrasive wheel that acts as a tool. After grinding,